Damas y caballeros, presentamos el niño de oro, the golden boy, Oscar De La Hojei. Undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, Feliz
face each other.
There's the possibility of anything happening here at the very beginning of this fight. Both these guys have tremendous power. Both men have been down.
De La Hoya has told us he will box. He wants to counterpunch. So far, that is exactly what he is doing. Now De La Hoya is starting to move forward. So very much a feeling out first round. There's De La Hoya with a jab and a straight right hand.
Oscar's body looks much better defined than it did in that last fight with Obakar.
Trinidad isn't as compact as De La Hoya is with the left hook, and that could be a big weapon for De La Hoya. His left hand wasn't completely healed. De La Hoya misses with a big left hook.
Changing the momentum to where De La Hoya is moving forward.
And you know what's impressive so far is the hand speed of De La Hoya.
Trinidad, however, punches straighter. Will that negate that edge and speed? That's one of the big questions surrounding the bout.
Well, a very nondescript first round.
Keep working like that. It's our fight. More jabs, though.
Round two. Oscar De La Hoya in the blue trunks, Felix Trinidad in the white. They hardly need an introduction to you, but De La Hoya still moving. He's had lateral movement throughout.
In the first 2 or 3 rounds, Trinidad beginning to get more active now. Something to keep in mind, Al. Felix Trinidad has been down 6 times in his career.
De La Hoya is starting to use the jab and use it with conviction.
Throwing that and missing.
Good jabs by Trinidad. Right hand by Felix Trinidad.
Tito starting to take more chances, too.
Trinidad has thrown more punches than Oscar. There's the first jab landed by Oscar De La Hoya. Trinidad with the lead right that doesn't quite get there, and so far it has been a chess match. So far Trinidad has been the aggressor, and what little damage has been done.
Trinidad is moving in.
De La Hoya comes back in his own. Good uppercut by De La Hoya. Neither man has landed much. Right hand gets in over the jab by Trinidad. That's something he'll want to do. We doubt it'll be that for the entire 12 rounds. Left hand gets in by Trinidad.
He does have a great jab when he chooses to use it, Al. He showed that against Miguel Angel Gonzalez.
The jab. So far, Trinidad has used that punch a little bit more. Neither man has made it work real well. Again, there's the hook by Trinidad. Toward the end of round 3.
Oscar's jabbing more in this fight.
Right hand by Trinidad, by De La Hoya. Very close round.
Sigue manteniendo esa distancia, ¿ok?
Maintain your distance.
Oscar, sigues muy abierto con el gancho de izquierda.
Watching with us, the fight of the millennium. Oscar De La Hoya in the blue trunks, the WBC welterweight champion, which is believed to be the more powerful punch of the 2 hooks. Trinidad walks into a jab as he tries to throw the right hand. Counter punching by De La Hoya as he gets a few shots in, and there again uses the jab. Just remember, there's power in that right hand of Trinidad. Felix Trinidad, the IBF champion. There's De La Hoya. The movement of De La Hoya is giving Trinidad problems. Make no mistake about that. As I was saying, every time he punches, counter. Good right by De La Hoya. Quick right by De La Hoya. The hand speed of De La Hoya, I think, is the difference so far, Rich. Miss by Trinidad with the uppercut.
Tito chasing, Oscar boxing, staying on his toes as he promised he would.
Now here's the De La Hoya that could get in trouble, standing right in front of Trinidad. Again, De La Hoya sticking the jab.
Has long studied his opponent and is actively breaking down his opponent at that time. Yeah, he probably could be, but he's He's very concentrating on sticking to his fight game plan.
They are mirror images of each other in the ring. They have the same height. There's Trinidad using his jab. Again, the lateral movement of Oscar De La Hoya. There's the hook by Trinidad. Trinidad continues his assault.
Well, because when he uses it, he's using it in combinations. Tito, look, that was a great body shot by De La Hoya.
And just the movement wouldn't win him around, but De La Hoya has punched enough to get it done. Good jab again by De La Hoya. He is looser now, and they're not used to seeing that so much from De La Hoya in recent fights. There's the jab again by De La Hoya. Trinidad frozen with that jab.
I think Oscar De La Hoya is winning this fight so far. And Tito has looked a little more urgent in his desire to get at Oscar in this round. But Oscar working that jab.
Both have good boxing skills and both have power. Raised the head of De La Hoya. Good right by De La Hoya. There's the left hook from De La Hoya. It missed.
See that they have great respect for each other's punching power.
They have to. Big right counter, as did the right. Good right and a hook from De La Hoya.
And Trinidad is having all kinds of trouble reaching Oscar with his punches.
And now the combination punching of De La Hoya is becoming a big factor. His hand speed early in the round, De La Hoya landed good. Good right hand by De La Hoya. And another. And Trinidad gets his own right hand in. So it's good. Oh, and Trinidad hits him after the bell.
Take it easy. Relax. There was the good right from Tito. That was a very good right hand by Tito at the end of the round. Then he definitely hit after the bell.
He seems to have the better power later in fights. He's shown it in a couple of fights. He has some trepidation. There's wild left hooks that miss by Trinidad. Good jab by Trinidad. Counter right by De La Hoya. Good right by... Oh, there goes De La Hoya.
I am surprised Oscar is...
Oh, good hook by Oscar after the right hand. He's setting down on him for his comment. That left hook he set down on, but missed. Big right by De La Hoya.
But Oscar seems to sense something here.
And the hook from De La Hoya gets in.
Oscar's done well getting his right hand up to block the left hooks of Felix Trinidad. And Oscar got wide open for some reason defensively.
Every time the last 10 seconds come up, De La Hoya attacks.
Complacent defensively and get too relaxed.
Are you surprised that De La Hoya's been able to get his right hand in as much as he has? Body punches by Oscar. He's working on the inside to the body and not taking any counter punches by Trinidad.
However, you must remember, and I'm sure Oscar does as he takes that right hand, that he can't get complacent in the ring.
It didn't look like there was a low blow there. Oh, jab to the body and a straight right to the head. But of course there's danger there because he could walk into a big counter punch, which he did earlier.
He's been doing what he wants. I wonder if Felix Trinidad is beginning to be discouraged. I thought there'd be some hellacious exchanges. It hasn't been that way, but De La Hoya, he's not doing anything to wear Oscar De La Hoya down.
Right hand again gets in by De La Hoya. And again, De La Hoya steals the action at the end of the round. And again, after the bell, comes Trinidad with a punch.
There's a good combination. A brilliant little uppercut inside. That was a very unusual combination by De La Hoya. Oh yes, without question. And the combinations have been stinging.
Yeah, but it's been effective for him. Blocks the left hook by Trinidad. See the hook?
Picking up in confidence now and letting the combinations fly.
Boy, is he working the body of Felix Trinidad.
Any kind of attack. I mean, there's a punch here, punch there, because Trinidad's not putting enough pressure on him. He's not hitting him enough punches.
And the wide hook of Trinidad, very bad for him. Oh, that one got in. Some of the crowd getting on De La Hoya for his movement. They want to see more action.
Oscar had it all his own.
In round 10, it is scheduled for 12. There have been no knockdowns.
Oscar's had the far flashier combinations and the sharper punches.
The hook again by Trinidad. Good hook again by Trinidad.
Trinidad is winning this round, however, on aggression. Well, it's possible. I don't think so. I've seen him throw it.
Here we are, 10 rounds into this bout. Here comes De La Hoya.
Well, whenever Oscar hears that 10-second warning,
one round does not a fight make, though, and certainly De La Hoya did a lot of good work early.
A few times with enough power in ones that he's missed to make me think that he's throwing it with intention.
De La Hoya has the look of a fighter who is either tired
Way too long. This fight is moving in his direction. Well, that's why, Trinidad should be going for the gusto, I believe. Very clear in his instructions, just box him 2 more rounds and we go home with the belts. Coming on a little in that last round, even if he lost the round, I thought he was doing better.
Having one of his better rounds in this bout and lands a couple of right hands against Oscar De La Hoya. Pushing back somewhere.
In Las Vegas.
Couple of jabs by De La Hoya. Good right hand by De La Hoya. And Trinidad gets in the hook.
And he's come out here again, intent on getting to Oscar.
And in this round, he has landed some, running out of gas.
He looks to me like he did in the 7th and 8th rounds against Ike Corte.
And they have a big exchange, but those are not punches thrown with conviction by De La Hoya. Those are pity-pat punches.
That's all.
Respira y descansa, Oscar. Oscar. 3 minutos. Oscar, don't go crazy. ¿Me escuchas?
Fight of the millennium. It may be Tito Trinidad who needs to do that same thing to Oscar. Another one.
And that was the first really good left hook he's landed in a long time. Good jab by De La Hoya. Early in the fight, finally the right hand has gotten there by Felix Trinidad. It has become a big weapon here. So now he's doing something offensively. I have this fight 6-4 and 1 even right now for De La Hoya. With a minute 20 left in this round, Trinidad continues to, nice left hook.
You can tell by the way they're instructing him, they feel he has a decision in the bag.
He punches, he feints there, big right hand. He is in a prevent defense right now. The crowd doesn't like it.
Trinidad had great success with the right hand early in this round. There was a little bobble there by Trinidad after that shot.
You have to wonder if De La Hoya would have been able to follow up on that.
I believe Trinidad has swept the last 3 rounds.
Certainly the last 3. That'll do it. This one is over. You can make a strong case for Oscar De La Hoya, who I think won this bout by 1 or 2 points.
115 to 113 for the winner by majority decision, de Puerto Rico and the